one of the things you talked about supplements, which sounds like a great way to get them the nutrients they need more easily. So what are some techniques for getting them to take supplements?
Trick for me, and I think part of my success through all these years of supplementing kids is I try it. And so I have a very helpful handout that I give to all the families. Look, here's what I want you to do. But in that first meeting with them, I figure out, what is their kid eating? What do they like? What do they don't like? But the two things I have found the most successful is orange juice and lemonade.
Yeah.
Orange juice I start with because lemonade tends to be a little clear. So if we have a supplement that's brown, which they are, right? A lot of them are just like
Yeah.
funky.
Some color.
Y'all's are not, but like, a lot of the caps we have to open. And then it changes the color. And what does my picky eater do? I'm not drinking brown lemonade, right? So I like to do just a little bit, maybe an ounce or two. I always tell parents just enough to mix it in. So the other thing is I take a milk frother that we use for coffee. And they're really great because they're quick. Because I'm trying to make things quick for my moms in the morning because it's, a whole thing. So I have them use the milk frother in a glass because it takes all the little chunks of powder and breaks it up. Because if the kids sense that chunkiness, you're done.
You're done.
You're done. The other thing I like to do is I like to put stuff in a syringe. And I get one of those really big syringes that have a thick tip, okay? I need to take smell out of the equation if I can. Sometimes even drinking, like my parents will say, well, I used a straw. I'm like, that doesn't work. I can smell my vitamins when I swallow them in a cap. I assure you your kid can smell them just because they're this much further away with a straw. That doesn't work. But because parents don't have those same senses that their kids have, good effort usually doesn't work, right? You can put a lid on a cup, but a lot of them, if they can't see what they're drinking, they're going to be like, why is there a lid on my cup all of a sudden? So I like to be very honest with them about it, right? And if they see what's going on and it's part of their routine, it's easier. So my kids that are super averse, like they won't touch anything, I start them out playing with a syringe in the bathtub. It's fun. It's a game. I'm going to squirt mom. She's going to squirt me. Then I'm going to move it to, I'm going to squirt something in your mouth. You're going to squirt it in mommy's mouth. Right? Then now we're going to put juice in it. And then I start them on the supplements.
As always, consult your physician before trying any of our products. For more information, visit neuroneeds.com. We would appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for being part of our journey.